You hear the term that the video market is super saturated, and I would say yes and no to that. Yes, there's a lot of us, but no, I don't think we're all alike, and not everyone can do the exact same thing. If you're talking about picking up a camera and hand record and making it look pretty, sure, that's something that I think most of us and everyone can do. But really thinking on something that hit deeper for me was my buddy was chatting with me today and he's like, "Hey man, why don't you do that Jonathan Gerlach case? You live so close to like where that all happened. That would be something that maybe you'd want to do." And when thinking about it, I have no desire or motive or really intrigue. I'm curious to see what the outcome is and why he did it, but I'm not really interested in following that story. It just is something I don't fully care about. And I think that's important. So when I look at video or filmmaking as a whole, doing the stories that come to you and doing the stories that you really like care about. And I think that really hits home. I think I saw a Denzel Washington quote where he had talked about a film on like why couldn't Steven Spielberg do the film that they did, and it was a culture film, and I now fully understand what that means. Finding stuff that you fully are passionate about, or that you live, or that you connect with, or your culture, things that make you you. And I think sometimes different people and different cultures and different things, that's why when people say there's so many video people it's oversaturated, I don't think that's true, because each Lego piece is going somewhere. Each person is right for this person. Each person's right for that story. Someone might be good for the Jonathan Gerlach case. But for me, our current documentary we're working on is Nobody's Praying for Me. I'm fascinated because I didn't grow up with Amish or Mennonite culture. And living in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, that's a normal thing for people. And when I approached the story Nobody's Praying for Me, it was something that I was struggling with. I was struggling with the sense of community. And when we started filming Conrad, the first line that really spoke to me was like, we're the most connected, but we're the loneliest generation. And we were chatting about how why he was buying these churches, and he was gifted another church, and why should you restore a building and not do it in a church fashion, but do it in a way where you're bringing community back? Why would you put music and try to do something in the middle of nowhere? Why does that matter? And that line really stuck with me. So I think it's just important, like, do the stories that matter and don't worry about how saturated or not saturated things are. Every person belongs in the Lego pieces. You need every single piece.